started to reel it back in, and how did you reel it back in?
Well, in the first quarter, we had some really good looks at the basket that just did not go in. So at halftime, the conversation was, keep your cool, continue to execute, and those shots are going to fall. And until that happens, we've got to sustain on the defensive end of the floor. We can't get down. We've got to stop them from attacking in transition. I thought Westbrook, she's an incredible player, got downhill on us in transition early in the first half, and we had problems with her. So limiting their ability to run and forcing them into a half-court game is what got us back in it. And then we took care of the basketball. We had players make big shots. Taja makes big shots, and then she gets in foul trouble. Gabby takes over, makes big shots. Kalaya has been huge for us the last 2 games, and Jenna is just continuing to come on and be steady Eddie for us and provide scoring on one end and defense on the other.
Coach, kind of looking at the bigger picture here. So, I don't know, over the last season and a half that I've covered you guys, you talk about, getting Georgia women's basketball back to where it was, just continuing that legacy. Being able to see the atmosphere today, the comeback win, the emotion that all you guys had, is this kind of what you kind of envision and kind of think of when you say get it back to where it was?
Yeah, it's the expectation. It's Georgia basketball. It's what's expected of you when you're here, when you're on staff, when you wear that uniform. So it's the expectation and it's the standard. And for our alumni to be here today and help us celebrate this win is special. But I'm happy for our ladies. We fought really hard Thursday night and had a lead and lost it, and to come back home and be in that same situation, down 17, and fight your butt off to come back and get a win and protect your home floor. I'm happy for them. We've been really hard on them this year, and they're starting to grow up a little bit. Now it's about being consistent and continuing to do the things that put us in this position.
And then to follow up on that, how you speak about coming back, what could you pinpoint as the difference in terms of coming back today when you weren't able to Thursday, when you had the 0 for 10 streak? What kind of allowed that not to happen?
I think we had better shot selection in the fourth quarter. I think we rushed things on Thursday. And I'm not going to say hero basketball, but we took some quick shots instead of running the clock and executing our offense. And that's just, again, our team growing up. We are the youngest team in the league. And so I look out there to finish the game, and we've got Dawn out there who's a freshman, and her eyes are as big as saucers. I'm like, you're good, calm down. So, for them to finish this game out, it just shows that they're taking in and they're learning from, past games.
In the first half, you guys were pretty heavily out-rebounded. How do you fix that as a coaching staff, and what sorts of things did you tell the team at halftime to really fix those issues?
Well, they still out-rebounded us by 10. I don't know if we fixed it, but it was better. Tennessee's a huge team. They're huge.
Yeah.
You can box out and they can still get the rebound. If you don't box out, they're definitely going to get it. And so it's just about, guys, we're taking good shots. They're not falling. You have 2 choices. You can go rebound it and try to get yourself a second opportunity, or you can just settle into that. And that's not what we're going to do. We're going to fight. And to their credit, they went and got to the offensive glass and gave us some second chance opportunities.
And kind of going off of that, what did you think of Kalaya's performance, like you said, against a team that is so huge? Usually against some of these teams, she can really have her way with the defenders, but what did you think of her performance against a big SEC team like this?
Well, she did really well. Kalaya was on this team 2 years ago that beat Tennessee at home, so she's one of the few that remember winning here, and she takes a lot of pride in that. And she's played well for us the last 2 games, so she's quicker, so it's like, they're bigger, but you're quicker. And if you still and do what you're supposed to do, her jumping ability really evens things out when she's not the biggest player on the floor.
Can you kind of take me through Taja Cole's run of her 3-pointers in the third? Because I feel like that was what kind of gave y'all that spark to go and finish the game, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt her threes tied it for us. Taj is one of the people who is always in the gym. She's the first one here. She's the last one to leave. She watches film. She is so dedicated to this team and to making herself the best player she can be, doing whatever she can to help this team. And she plays with some players who obviously were like, get the ball inside, get the ball inside. And Taja knows that she's someone who can score, but she unselfishly gets the ball where it needs to be. So when she's able to come out here today and do what she did, I'm just happy for her because she deserves it. She's worked hard for it, and that's what we tell our ladies. You prepare so that when your time and your opportunity comes, you're ready to step into that role, and that's what you saw today from her.
Joni,
what lessons?
Keeping them in the half court, like you said, in the second half, did you think your defense then got a chance to really dig in on them, and it didn't look like they got any traction in the second half?
Yeah, I felt like if we could get them into a half-court game, we could defend them. And then you got to box them out. But I don't know if anybody can defend Tennessee in transition. So it was about, making some adjustments, making sure we got back and forced them into a half-court game.
The really important question, did you get a halftime report from the toddler races?
I did not. Mackenzie just told me that she came in second or won her heat. I did not get any report at all. Yeah, but
She's a good champion.
is she?
Yeah.
Does she do okay?
Yeah.
She won her heat, yeah.
Your question.
Next question
What
right here.
lessons did you think the team learned from the first half and then finishing strong?
Well, I think it's just their resiliency. Again, we took some really good shots that did not go in, and they made adjustments in terms of not letting Tennessee score the ball in transition. So they're taking things in, they're learning on the fly. And I think the biggest lesson is we finished out the game. We're in Puerto Rico and we have the lead against Maryland and we lose it. We lose the lead Thursday night against Mississippi State. That's tough. And so for them to bounce back after a loss like that and to be down 17 again and come back and win, I'm just happy for them and their fight.
Time for one or two more.
Just a really quick one. I noticed Tasha went to the locker room real fast in the second half, and I saw you really urging her to hurry up and come back out. Do you have any information on why?
She was on the bike. She was on the bike right under the tunnel. She wasn't. So she had 4 fouls. She was on the bike to stay warm, and then when I went to find her, she was on the bike. So I was just like, come on. Yeah.
Joni, you were talking about Robinson. I mean, on that last possession, not Tennessee's last, but the one where it was a 1-point game and they had like 3 cracks, and she blocks 2 of those
Yeah,
shots. I
yeah.
think. When you have a defender like her, it's almost like having an extra defender out there, isn't it, when she can do something like that?
It is. I mean, she was an enforcer tonight, and really, her and Jenna both have been taking turns doing that. But tonight, how many did she finish with?
6.
6 blocks. I mean, she was great, and I think you got to a point where you could look in her eyes and tell that she was not going to lose this game. Whether it was rebounding, making a shot, she steps up and makes free throws at the end, then gets the rebound, or defending it. She was not going to lose this game.
Thank you, guys.
Get somebody who wants to give you a high five.
Girl. Yeah. How are you?